Everyone's chasing the algorithm, studying the trends. We have seen it happen. An artist blows up seemingly out of nowhere, and everyone scrambles to reverse engineer it. We start copying their sound, their aesthetics. We might even copy the rollout strategy, but in the end, it doesn't work for us. Do you know why? Let's find out. Usually, there are two ways music artists and producers try to think about this. Let's divide them into two lobbies. Lobby 1. Build a world, a vibe, an identity, a universe people can step into. Lobby 2. Ignore the audience completely. Make whatever feels true, no matter who's listening. Most artists try to live in the middle. A little bit of what will people like and a little bit of what I actually feel. And that middle ground, it's where your music dies. Not bad enough to hate, but maybe not honest enough to love, or simply forgettable. Think about it from the listener's perspective for a second. When something that you made is trying to please everyone, it will always end up standing for nothing. There's no edge, no fingerprints, nothing to grab onto. We listen, we nod, and 20 minutes later, we couldn't even hum the melody of that song. So we should stop trying that. The bitter truth, you can never predict what people will like. Basically, that's guessing. Nobody can predict that. Not the labels, not the algorithm, and not even us, the musicians themselves. So the second we start making music for an imagined audience, we are not creating anymore, we are guessing, simply guessing it. In the end, people can feel it. Even the biggest labels with the biggest budgets and the smartest data teams get this wrong constantly. If predicting taste was actually possible, every major release would be a hit. So if the professionals with unlimited resources can't reliably predict what people want, what makes us think we can? Sitting alone with the door open, trying to guess the mood of a stranger scrolling on their phones? So if we can't create for them, we create it for ourselves. Not exactly what's marketable or what's trending. Just what is true to us, that comes out from our very own ideas and experiences. What do we actually need to say right now? Yes, it's risky. Going all in on ourselves might alienate people. It might not land with everyone, but it's the only version of your music that can actually connect. Because it's the real version. The people who don't connect with our truth were never going to be our listeners anyway. We are not losing them. We were never going to keep them. What we are doing instead is making it undeniable for the people who were built for our sound and our stories. That's not a smaller audience. That's the real ones. No casual listeners. Here's where it gets interesting. Think of Linkin Park. They were the ones that inspired a whole generation worldwide, and I'm one of them. Somewhere I Belong by Linkin Park. That isn't just a song. That's a place for a lot of millennials like me. That's a coordinate. We don't just listen. The song takes us to another dimension. We become someone else for 3 minutes. Here's the paradox. The more specific and personal an artist gets, the more universal it becomes. Maybe that sounds backward to us, but it isn't. When Linkin Park creates about their feelings being honest, looking for a place where they belong, searching for personal identity, self-acceptance, and escaping the confusion of feeling disconnect from oneself and the world. When I listen to the song, I feel like it was meant to be a part of my story. It was simply written for me. That's how I fell in love with Linkin Park. Because when we are being that honest, people don't just listen. They start finding themselves in you. Technically, that's the whole trick. That's the whole game. So we need to change our question and stop asking, what do people want? Instead, we start asking ourselves, what's true for me? What am I actually trying to say? What world is this coming from? We are not just writing songs anymore. We are building an identity. People mostly don't follow songs. They follow identities. They follow worlds. We didn't fall in love with our favorite songs because of the artist. We fell in love with the artist because the songs became a part of who we are. The fans, the branding, the fandom, none of that comes first. You don't design them first and act accordingly. It grows out of the realness. That's how the greats have always done it. Real first, market second. If you want to master yourself for this, take your time and use it wisely. Watch this video. and know how you should use your time as a real genius. See you in the next one. Signing off.